Hello students, in the previous class we have seen the quantum numbers of atomic orbitals. Now let us discuss about the shapes of atomic orbitals. So generally shapes of atomic orbitals is nothing but here we are having different shapes for s block s orbital, p orbital and d orbital, f orbital. Okay, so that only we are going to discuss here. So generally atomic orbital is nothing but means if you are taking in atom we are having nucleus and also electron. So means what the space around the nucleus. So this is the space around the nucleus. What will happen? There will be a 95% of finding the electron. We call it as what here? Atomic orbital. So what we can say here? The space around the nucleus in which there is 95% probability of finding electron is called what here? It's called an atomic orbital. Okay, so here let us speak about first of all s orbital. So here s orbital we can say this is having a shape spherical. So what we can say s orbital is a spherical shape we can say, and they have spherical geometry also. So here what we can say, the region of space where the probability of finding an electron is 0, which we called a node or a nodal space or radial node also we can say. What we can say here? The region of space where the probability of finding the electron is 0. So there is no space, completely s orbital is containing space we can say, yes or no? So whenever it is containing space, automatically there is no probability of finding the electron here. So automatically what will happen? It is 0. So this 0 we call it as a what here? Node. This is also a node, or we can say nodal space, or a radial node also we can say. Okay, so it consists of generally two orbitals, that is 1a group orbital, 1s orbital and also 2s orbitals. Okay, so 1s orbital has no nodes and 2s orbital contains one node, 3s orbital contains two nodes. So in the 2s orbital node occurs at a distance 1.1 angstroms we can say. So generally how to calculate nodes is nothing but in any orbit is nothing but here. First of all, 1s orbital has no node we can say, that is 0 we can say, and coming to 2s orbital we are having one node, coming to 3s orbital we are having two nodes. Okay, if you take 4s orbital like that it will be increasing. So in the 2s orbital the distance here, the distance what we are having, the distance we are having is 1.1 angstroms from the nucleus we are having for the 2s. So here the to calculate any number of nodes means any orbital, the number of nodes in any orbital is n minus L minus 1. So this is the formula we can say. So this one we call it as angular node, or we can say here this is also a radial node also we can say. Generally to calculate total number of nodes, that is n minus 1. So to calculate angular nodes and radial nodes, so this is the formula we can say here. And coming to here, a nodal plane means a nodal plane is a plane passing through the nucleus. When the nodal plane is passing through the nucleus, nodal plane is nothing but what here, which is passing through the nucleus, in which the probability of finding the electron is 0 we can say. Okay, so nodal plane is nothing but what? It is a plane passing through the nucleus in which probability of finding the electron is 0 we can say here. Number of nodal planes is equals to L. Okay, so s orbital, how many we are having? S orbital we are having no nodal planes we can say. So why it is not having any nodal plane is nothing but here, this shape is spherical. There is no way to find the probability of electron also. So because of this reason only it is having 0 nodal planes. Okay, so this is nothing but s orbital. Now let us discuss about p orbital. So generally it is divided into 3 orbitals, which is having dumbbell in shape we can say. Okay, p orbitals are dumbbell in shape. So these are having 3 orbitals, that is px, py, pz, x-axis, z-axis. Means this is a y-axis. So this one we can say px, to px we can say x, z, this is y-axis. To py we can say x, y, z. To pz. So means what, this is the shape of dumbbell. So these are having the 2px, 2py, 2pz. These are divided into 3 orbitals, that is px, py, pz. So by this what we can say for p orbital means here, a p orbital has one nodal plane. Why we are saying one nodal plane is nothing but here it consists of 2 lobes. If you have observed on either side, it is containing 2 lobes. This one we call it as one lobe, this is one lobe. Okay, on either side of the nodal plane extending along the axis. So that's why we say it as it is having one nodal plane. And p orbital consists of 2 lobes on either side of the nodal plane extending the axis we can say. Okay, so here in the same way it consists of a 3p orbital. If you have taken 3p orbital, it consists of one nodal plane and one node. So means what here, A 3p orbital contains one nodal plane and one node, we can say. And also for the px orbital, the nodal plane is the yz plane. Okay, if you have taken for px, the nodal plane, what we can say, yz. And if you have taken py orbital, it is having the nodal plane is xz. If you have taken pz orbital, the nodal plane is xy. So this is nothing but here 3 orbitals. Okay, for the px orbital, the nodal plane is what here, yz plane. For py orbital, we can say the nodal plane is xz plane. Pz orbital, we are having the nodal plane is xy plane. So this is nothing but the p orbital. Now let us take about d orbitals. Let us discuss about d orbitals. So which is having double dumbbell shape. Double dumbbell shape. So we are having like this. Y-axis, x-axis, z-axis if you are taking here. So this is nothing but dxy shape, we can say. Okay, dxy, dyz, dz square, dx square minus y square. We are having dxy and another shape is yxz. dxz dyz. So these are the dxy, dyz, dx axis. Dx square minus y square shape is also same. XYZ. This is the shape of dz square. So these are the 5 orbitals, d orbitals we are having. One is dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. Okay, so here generally d orbitals is double dumbbell in shape. So here 4 lobes it is containing, yes or no? So it contains 4 lobes. What is the 4 lobes? dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square contain 4 lobes with an angle 45 degrees respect to axis. And coming to here, dx square minus y square orbital consists of 4 lobes along the x-axis and y-axis, we can say. Okay, along the x-axis and y-axis it also contain 4 lobes. And coming to dz square contains how many lobes? It contains 2 lobes along the z-axis orbital, which is extending a ring perpendicular to the z-axis. Okay. So and coming to here, d orbital has 2 nodal planes. We can say how many nodal planes we are having? D orbital has 2 nodal plane. So if you have seen the orbital diagrams, first one let us see. With a distance on x-axis we are having r radius with a distance t. The shape we are getting like this. This is for 1s, 2s, 3d, 4f. Okay. And also 5s. And coming to second one, if you are taking, if the graph is getting like this, we are getting here 2s, 3p, 4d, 5f, like this we are getting. And coming to next one, if you take graph like this, we are getting here 3s, 4p, 5d. So means what here? The number of peaks for s orbital will be n, and the number of peaks for p orbital will be n minus 1. The number of peaks for d orbital will be n minus 2, we can say. The number of peaks for f orbital will be n minus 3. Okay. So here the number of nodal planes for any orbital is given by L value. For example, if you are taking orbital here and also number of nodal planes, you are getting for ns orbital 0, np1 and d2. Okay. And nf will be 3 if you are having. In the same way, orbitals, number of nodal planes, if you have taken 1s, for 1s you are getting 0, 2s also 0, 2p1, 4p1, for 2p and 4p it will be getting 1, 3d, 4d you will be getting 2, for 4f you will be getting 3. Okay. So for p orbitals you are getting nodal planes 1, d orbital 2, f orbital 3. So this is nothing but about the shape of the orbitals. In the next class we can discuss about the energy of orbitals. Thank you.